Yo, Synexis, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing good. On today's episode of 11 Minutes with Silvers, we are going to be talking about simple pleasures. Simple pleasures, I've been thinking about this, and it makes a lot of sense to me, and I want to try and make it make sense to you guys. So when I say simple pleasures, what do I mean? For something, for you to recognize or acknowledge something as simple, you understand that there is something greater than this, more intense than this, more aggressive, more unnecessary than this. And then those things, the unnecessary, the more intense, the more aggressive things, can be pleasures. It can be fornication. It can be murder. It can be maybe drugs. Do you take pleasure in doing drugs? Probably. I think people take pleasure in doing that. Like rape, all of that stuff. Like, you know, how like toxic ways of pleasuring yourself. People stimulate themselves with things that's bad on such a large scale that they think those are the only things capable of pleasuring them with where they are in a certain point in their life. Like, for example, someone that kills people, the only time he feels that he can be himself or that life feels real again is after he kills someone. He can't look at birds flying in the sky or a waterfall, water flowing down a stream, and just be satisfied with that. He needs to see blood or fornication. And I'm gonna tie fornication to lust, right? The entirety of lust. Speak on a few things. You know those friends that like they can't they when there's plans, the first question they ask is, are there gonna be girls there? Or I can't wait to get into this girl's pants, get into that girl's pants. And they seem so passionate about talking about it because that's the only thing that satisfies them. That's one of the things that's their main source of satisfaction. Pleasure on such a great and toxic scale. We forget that having a hot day at work or at school and then stepping out for some air, the breeze hits your face, you thank God. That's satisfying. That's refreshing. You take pleasure in the simple things in life. And basically what I'm saying in this video is that most people that are on the downhill of life, taking pleasure in all of the wrong stuff, have forgotten simple pleasures, or they've grown so far apart from simple pleasures that great dark pleasures seem like the only pleasures left to them. I know this makes sense. I know it makes sense. That's why I haven't spoken about it before, so I'm also learning as I'm speaking about it. Video games, the internet. Let me not say video games. Let me just talk about the internet as a whole. You know the people that they have to be stimulated with something virtual to be calm, or at night to fall asleep. Not fall asleep, it was like fall asleep really. Like I tend to like, okay, I'm not, sometimes still, so I won't say used to, I'll say sometimes I tend to be a victim to that as well. Like not being able to sleep and then going on my phone or watching something on my laptop, ASMR, a series, just to like hear something until I can fall asleep. Like I need that type of stimulation to just be calm. And that's not a good thing. I'm not proud to say that, because simple pleasures in that case is just being able to lay awake at night, stare at my ceiling, or just with my eyes closed, talk to God, think about my day, have time with the Holy Spirit, just breathe, actually feel myself laying on my bed, and not just getting into it for rest so I can be okay tomorrow. Actually feel the rest that I deserve. But I'm too stimulated with something that's distracting me from what I'm supposed to be embracing. Because me not embracing that erases my understanding of having to embrace that. So now I feel like it's something that I can't deal with. So I have to replace it with something that I found interesting. And yes, it's interesting, but it's not the best way to do things. Fall asleep on the internet, fall asleep to virtual entertainment, you know? So I'm sure you guys have some pleasures, and like you saw now, it doesn't have to be scales as great as murder, fornication, rape, things like that. It can be sleeping, falling asleep to your favorite series. That can be a great pleasure that took away your simple pleasure of thinking about how good your day was today. Maybe another example can be listening to music at school. And these are things, I get it, it helps me as well. When I was still in school, but now with the helps, I mean like with YouTube and stuff, listening to music when you're at school, great pleasures to take away the simple pleasure of talking to someone, of having time to yourself to think. And I understand sometimes you can get carried away with drowning in your thoughts, or there's not really anyone to speak to. Those times are like, it's understandable. But you are your best company. You'll never have good company with someone else if you don't know how important company with yourself is. So if you need to digest loads of entertainment here, loads of satisfaction here, loads of pleasure there, loads of energy here, information, advice there, to try and mold something that you think could be molded with so much different perspectives because you're so complex, it's just gonna melt the minute rain hits you, not them. When rain hits you, all the pieces of the different puzzles that you have are gonna melt. So you guys need to build your own foundation first and inspire other people. Don't let them build you, don't build them either. Let other people's inspirations inspire you as well. But know that you aren't here to just be inspired. You are capable of inspiring. You are capable of building, leading, creating, designing. Anything you want to do. But simple is solid. Remember that simple is solid. You look at great houses and all of those things, but the foundation is just cement. Cement and water. Simple. But it's solid. Remember the simple things. Sometimes we do tend to confide in the dark pleasures, but try and go back to the simple pleasures once in a while. See how important they are. This is a Nexus, an idea from God. I love you guys. Till the next time, peace.
How do you expect me to remember this shit if I'm from another planet, Silva?